This is His Other Side, a Jessie Reach Mystery, Book 1, written by Rylie Dark, read by Caroline. Prologue. Tammy held her ID up to the security guard, who scanned the badge, checked the photo that came up on his tablet, then waved her inside. Well, not inside, inside. That was just to get into the parking lot. Before Tammy actually made it inside her boss's office, she would pass 3 more security checks, one in the lobby, one on her boss's floor, and one more at the senatorial wing. The latter one was usually nothing more than a brief nod. The guards there had known her for 2 years. The other 2 were always tedious. Her bags would be searched. She would pass through a metal detector. She would be patted down twice, once in the lobby and once on her floor. And her ID would be checked and rechecked by nearly everyone she saw. She understood the need for security, but that didn't make it any more irritating at 8:52. On a Monday morning, when she had an entire week of dozens of security checks each day as she ran errands for her boss, Josiah Cratton. Cratton, the 58-year-old former senior senator from Ohio and now chief of staff to the president, was among the needier of the employers Tammy had worked for in her short career. He wasn't exactly her boss, at least not her only one. She worked as a floating assistant, meaning she covered for any of the full-time assistants when they needed time off. Cratton's assistant often needed time off, and Tammy could understand why. It wasn't uncommon for her to arrive only to be immediately sent for coffee, even though he had her phone number and could simply call her on her way in. She would certainly be sent away for lunch, and again for more coffee, and in the meantime she would be sent to collect documents from various other government functionaries. Each time she would have to check in and out of security. Another day, another dollar, she muttered under her breath, before taxes, bills and rent. She reached the line to enter the lobby and sighed as she shuffled slowly toward the metal detector. She, like so many others in Washington, D.C., had entered government service with the wide eyes and green ears of children who expected government to be as shiny and hopeful as academia presented it to them. As it turned out, government was made up of people, and the people of government expressed all of the failings of humanity in truly alarming amounts. Tammy alone probably knew enough secrets to throw the entire Capitol under the bus. But she wouldn't, and neither would anyone else who worked here because they needed their paychecks as much as anyone else did, and it wasn't smart to destroy one's source of income. The wheels of capitalism turned over the bones of those it ground to dust, and those it ground to dust were the ones
Sample complete. Ready to continue?